What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Sorry it has been so long since you have heard from us, but life got crazy there for a while between work and Emma being pregnant with our son. Uh, Mom and baby are both doing very well, growing, healthy, and yeah, our lives are full. Time is very uh, sparse, and we are busy. But I wanted to do an update video. We have not gone anywhere. We just haven't really made much progress. Nothing much has really changed. But we still have some projects in the works. We're back here in the chicken yard right now. I was very glad to see there for a little while our duckweed was just gone, and it is coming back in. It's much thicker already than when I even put it in the first time. So hopefully in another year, next year, maybe it'll. I'm wanting to see it eventually covered, but we'll see what happens there. Taking a walk around. We have some volunteers all over the place of pumpkins and squash and who knows what growing up in here, which is awesome. We'll take it. Our willow is doing so good this year. We should actually be able to take some cuttings off of this and start to propagate somewhere. This one's actually growing fairly well too. So very nice, seeing good signs of life from them. That one is just absolutely going crazy. Our mulberries up here are growing quite well. We're gonna have to cut the cage out of this one, but I'm just not doing it yet because last time the other one over here that we're about to take a look at got to be about half this size, and I guess the chickens decided they were going to make that home and roost and break the whole top of it out. So we're just gonna leave that for now. This mulberry sent some crazy shoots up out of it. Came back to life, very nice. I was starting to question whether it would or not, but it's all the way up to the netting. There's our other volunteer coming down all crazy. It's got a massive squash on it. uh, but yeah, the chicken yard is exploding with stuff. Get out of here. All over the place. We're about to clean the bedding and get some fresh bedding in. Um, One project that will be coming soon is some homemade roll out nesting boxes. Our chickens lay at weird times of the day. I'm tired of them laying on the eggs all the time. They usually don't lay where I can collect them before I go to work. So they'll lay at like 9 o'clock or something, and then they lay on them all day, and they're breaking their eggs, and it's a mess. But I guess while we're here, the rabbit hutches are empty for right now. We've decided to stop doing them for a little while, and it was just a lot of chores. We didn't find ourselves eating them quite as much as we expected, and it was a lot of work for me every day, twice a day, to take care of them. But the rabbit hutches aren't going anywhere. We might get some rabbits back here once things kind of settle down, or we might transition into like some quail or something. But don't know yet. But they're sitting empty for right now. We are in the garden. Unfortunately, the last time we were out here, the corn and everything was starting to grow pretty good. Nothing ended up coming up in our peas at all. Our beans tried to come up, but everything's pretty much just too wet. You can kind of see how the corn died out there. Um, but we knew it was going to be a wet area. Didn't know it was going to stunt the growth quite so hard like that though. But my plan is to get a broad fork, start to broad fork up the dirt, and then we're going to do some hugel mounds pretty much everywhere we plan to grow anything. So we'll do some around the edges, start throwing down some branches and stuff, getting some mounds up to where it can come up out of this soil. And then the soil underneath being wet is fine because the beds will still be able to wick up the moisture when they decide that they want it. But too wet to grow, but that's okay. We we didn't plan on, we kind of went into the garden season this year of it being okay if nothing grew. And, this was still one step closer. We got down a bunch of wood chips, killed most of the yard. Um, Over here and this part of the garden, We threw down a lot of wood chips, but even then, after the wood chips, some of the grass tried to come back up, and as you can see, it's pretty thick. We're gonna have to put down another good layer of chips in here to try to kill this section out. Everything else kind of did pretty good. It's got some weeds to it, but nothing that we can't get out of it. But this section of the garden definitely came back pretty hard as far as the grass. Other than that, hello, you coming to say hi? What are you doing? Coming to see, yeah? You're goofy. Our sunflowers did really good. We'll walk up here real fast. Take a look at the sunflowers. Love you. No, you're fine. We got a few of them hung up here on the archway coming in by the house. Got some nice big heads here. Nice and full. We'll put the seeds back on these to regrow next year. I believe they're all mammoth, but they did really well. And then another thing that I have been working on, and then we'll pretty much call this video an end, is I've been working on taking back over what will eventually be pasture area for us. I said I wasn't going to do it again by hand until we got animals, but I'm tired of looking at this section. It's so thick you can't walk through it. I don't know when we're going to get pasture. I don't know when we're going to get goats, but this is like a nice little half acre right next to our house that at least my kids could run around and play in until we get fence up. But that's what it has been looking like, pretty much where you can't even see through it. And we have taken this hillside back over. So small win, small victory. But this time I actually took down all the stumps so the mower can get through here. The reason that this side of the hill got taken back over, because I was trying to keep up with it, was there's like a big stump right there. I can get the mower over it now, but it was tall. There was big stumps in here like that, or small trees, but still had stumps sticking up 5 or 6 inches, enough to really smack the deck of the mower. And you can't see it when the grass is tall. So all the stumps are gone. All the big logs from the tree that fell over down in here, that's all picked up. So now I can keep up with this, and we can make it nice until we fence it. But I've started on the other side. I kind of worked my way up the old trail, and then I came down over here to the property line. Our property doesn't go very far back this direction. It goes that way. But I've come down the property line from the trail. And clean that up. So we're gonna work on this some more here. My plan is to get all of this little almost half acre that I originally started to clear, taken back from all this thick stuff. And then we will work the property line all the way back to the very back, all the way down to the driveway, and then clean up down the driveway all the way back up to here. That way we have it all open, and I can keep the property line mowed, maintained, and when we do go to put fence in, this area will all be pretty much grass. Not that goats will really care too much for that. They would love for me to keep it this overgrown mess that it has become, but that's okay. And then, the property line will be open for the fence. So we're gonna get it cleaned up. It's something I can do that doesn't cost money, which is nice. I can stay busy, and yeah, it doesn't cost very much, just a little bit of gas and some hard manual labor to get out here and get it cleaned up. But that is the update. Everybody's doing good. Our family has grown by 1. I'll try to get Mom and Cash in another video here soon, and they can say hi. But thank you, baby. But we will see you all in the next one. I don't know when it'll be. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.